Hey guys, welcome back to a quick look at with IRNBRUTAL. So today we're looking at Red Faction Armageddon, which is the fourth game in the Red Faction series by THQ. The game's set on Mars, and I think it's about 50 years later than the storyline in Red Faction Guerrilla, if you've played any of the previous games. Yeah, so let's get into it. So, at the start of this, you've just got to do the whole classic. Look at this, and look up and down, and let's see if you can walk if you've been in a crash, classic. But, once you're through that, the game actually does open up and becomes quite a nice game. I don't think it did particularly well when it came out, but it's been out for a bit of time now, and I managed to get it in a Humble Bundle deal. And if you haven't heard of or seen anything about Humble Bundle, I'd urge you to check them out. So if you just Google Humble Bundle, you should be able to find that, and they basically just provide people with a bundle, as it says in the name, a bundle of video games. But there's no set price, so you just say if there's 8 games in total, 2 or 3 of them might be locked, and you'd be able to get them if you paid a set amount, which is usually just the average donation. But the minimum donation is $1, and if you just spend $1, you'll get the other 5 or 6 games that aren't locked, that are just in the bundle. And they've done some really good ones. Like I say, I got this, and in the same bundle, I think I got Metro 2033 and Warhammer 40k, and some of the things I can't quite remember exactly what, but I think I paid like 3 or 4 English pounds, but you can pay the minimum $1, or usually about $6 or $7 and get the locked ones as well. And you can set whatever you want the money to go to, so you can send it to the games makers themselves of the sort of, like, that one was like a THQ bundle, so you can send it to them, or you can send it all to charity, or split it between, or donate some to the Humble Bundle people, etc. And it's a really nice thing. They're making a lot of money for charity. Games companies are donating the games to be sold, and I think it's a really good thing. So check it out. So yeah, basically, let's get into the gameplay footage now. So as you can see here, you can just destroy like anything. So if you blow up the explosive barrels and they happen to be at the bottom of a tower, that tower will come crumbling down. You also have a massive hammer, you might have seen me smashing through the wall. That pretty much destroys anything you hit it with, which is always good. And there's a really nice physics engine, and I can't get enough of physics. I really enjoyed the original Crysis game on PC, because 1, the graphics were just insane at the time, and 2, you could just shoot a tree and it would sort of splinter and start to fall in the middle, and it would fall down eventually and shit like that, and it was just amazing. So I do enjoy being able to break anything as if you were, if it was real life and you were fucking hitting walls with rocket launchers and shit, they'd blow up, they'd smash in, they'd cave in, but a lot of games still aren't up with that. And I understand that it's difficult to do, and it's difficult to keep a linear story and game path whilst still making everything indestructible, because there are certain walls and stuff in this, like the floor and everything, you can't really do much with just to keep the path the same. But I am enjoying the physics they've got to it, and it's not the most difficult of games, I'll admit. So the enemies die fairly easily, but I am just on normal difficulty, so I'm sure if you pop the difficulty up a little bit, you'll get a better game experience out of it if you're that kind of gamer. So yeah, as you just seen on the floor there, just press play on that. You get these little recordings you can play, sort of add to the storyline, add to the sort of environment. A bit like BioShock games like that had that similar sort of thing, and you just collect them as you go along. I don't know if there's any bonuses for them. I haven't quite got far enough to know about that. And you get this nice little sort of GPS system on the floor telling you where to go. It does kind of mess up a bit, as you just saw. It told me to go up into this building, but that's not actually where I need to be. I've just got to go and stand sort of there on that patch on the floor where it's glowing. So so basically, the character you're playing, he's got like your assault rifle I'm using now, just basic bullets, which is all good. Then he's got the plasma cannon, which sort of loads up, you'll see it later in the gameplay, sort of charges up a massive ball of energy, which just like fucks anything up in its path. takes down buildings, just keeps going through anything. So that is really. I was supposed to use it earlier for them towers, but I saved the bullets for the lovely boss you'll see at the end, because I played this before and I knew that I'd be better off saving them. So yeah, you blow shit like that up and you're gonna kill a lot of people, and it's a nice thing to have in a game. You know, different ways of killing and stuff like that. You know, a lot of games are like really getting interesting and creative with ways of taking down the enemy and ways of doing a level. This game isn't so much that. You know, it's fairly simple. Just go to here, kill this guy. Go to here, kill this guy. But you know, games have been like that for years, and no one's complaining. You know, everybody enjoys that. So yeah, I'd urge you to check it out. I'm not sure if there is a demo or anything. If there is, I'll be sure to put it in the description. But if there isn't, so nothing I can do for you. But. So yeah, basically you've got this repair function. You hold down your mouse wheel, you click your mouse wheel to repair, and I'll just show you again. You know, say I smash this lamppost there, I can just repair it, but that may just seem pointless. But when you're in a combat situation, if you're if you're taking cover behind, say, these crates that I'm stood at now, you know, and somebody smashes that up, you know, you get hit by a big explosion, then you can just repair it. No big deal. Everybody's happy. Everyone's got cover. So here we go. We'll try and take down this boss now. So I did enjoy this boss. You know, it was just your classic me in a room. He's got his specials. He's got his big health bar, and I've just got to basically learn his attack, try and avoid it, and attack when I'm supposed to attack, which everybody loves. You know, it's classic. Like even back into like when I had my Game Boy Pocket. You know, the first level of Super Mario Bros. You got that like weird Sphinx thing that's like firing fireballs high and low, and you've just got to figure out when to jump and duck and stuff. Everybody loves it, so there's nothing wrong with a bit of classic mobs then boss, you know. Plenty of people earn a living off making games like that, and I hope they still make them. So yeah, I kind of blocked myself in, yeah, kind of like an idiot. You know, it's alright, just gotta get the plasma cannon out, smash him up. I very nearly died then, but you know, we won't talk about that too much. Right, so he's getting there now, he's nearly down, you know, like I said, rebuilding for cover. We'll charge up the last one. So yeah, if anybody's interested, I'm going to be doing a series on free-to-play games, mainly ones you can get off Steam, but you know, any others. You know, I'm going to do a lot of MMOs, any other kind of games. And if anyone's got any suggestions or knows of a game that is free and is a genuinely good game, then let me know. I'm not necessarily just doing the good ones, you know, that's the whole point. I'm going to be reviewing them, giving them a score out of 10 and everything. But anyway, that's for another day. So thanks for watching, everybody.